Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How lovely to see you. So, as you probably all know, we're getting ready for Activate coming up again soon. In fact, Activate is going to start. The next round of Activate Spark is coming up on the 18th of October. So get excited because it's all coming your way. Now, I know you know this is what's happening. And I wanted to just kind of like tune in a little bit and just share a couple of things. Because I've had a few questions and I think these might help you. There are two things that I think are really important for you to consider. Whatever is going on in your life right now as an actor is happening right now. The results that you have right now are the results of the way you've been thinking and the way everything has been working out. And I want you to just take a good look around and think to yourself, where will I be in a year's time if I continue doing what I'm doing now? And where will I be in 5 years' time if I continue doing what I'm doing now? If you don't make the changes that you know you need to make, right? Actors are smart. You know there are things you need to do. You know when you need to step up more. You know you need to do a little more, bring your confidence up. You know you need to understand self-taping more or handling agents, whatever it is. You know what your thing is. Where are you going to be if you don't make changes to those situations? So that's the first thing. The other thing is, in fact, I'm going to say three things now. The second thing is intuition. I've coached over 3,000 actors now, and one of the biggest things that I notice that makes the hugest difference to all actors is when they follow their intuition. Now, you may know that in terms of like going on stage or when you're in a company, you're working with people or you're on set and you let your intuition fly. But so often when we're kind of like doing the business side of things, we sit back a bit. We kind of like hesitate and we pull back a little. For example, have you ever been in that situation where you go to, say, maybe you're at a media party or something, or you're going to watch a movie and you see over there in the corner, you see a producer that you love and you've seen their work and you adore it. And you want to go over and say, this is great, I love what you do and it's really fantastic. But something kicks in and stops you, right? Or maybe there's a risk you wanted to take in a rehearsal room, but you kind of like pull back. But the part of you that is going, yeah, take that risk. That part of you is the part of you that you must listen to now. That part of you that knows where you're going. It's already in touch with your destiny. It already knows who you are. It knows and is encouraging you to move further and further out into the world. This is the voice you must listen to inside yourself. When you do that, you will take the risks that you need to take. And then, in a year's time, you'll be looking back going, what was I doing? Why was I playing so small? Why was I so timid? Why did I hold myself back? Because it's only stuff that's going on in your mind that's holding you back. And when you take charge of that, you can rewrite your story. You can rewrite your existence. You can rewrite everything. Have a look at some of the testimonials we've been getting. The people who are stepping up and making these choices and these changes have done this work. That's what's happening. That's why they're making the changes a lot of people are writing in saying, how do they get all these changes? Well, they do the work. They do the work that we do inside Activate. That's what happens. It's really easy. You just have to do it. But you know yourself, if you don't do the work, things don't change. The other thing I would love to share with you is this. Out of, say, the last 3 to 5 people that I've had coaching sessions with, I would say the biggest thing that makes the difference to each one of them, drum roll, is identity. making an identity shift. I was coaching this wonderful guy the other day, chatting to him about where he was in his life. And he was saying, well, he sees himself as a, middle-class, good-looking guy who gets all these that sort of parts. But he knows there's something inside of him that wants to burst out. He knows that there's more to him. And as a middle-class white guy, I absolutely understand that situation. I've been there. But I also know that the way the way identity works is that you cannot outlive your self-identity. If your self-identity keeps you at this level, that's where you're going to stay. This is just the way it is. And you may have heard this, it's not my thing, but you may have heard, talking about the comfort zone. That's what the comfort zone is all about. The comfort zone is what keeps you stuck. It's what keeps you in place. And when I asked you at the beginning of this chat here, where are you going to be in a year's time if things don't change? Where will you be in 5 years' time if things don't change? The comfort zone will hold you in its grip until you break free. So when you step into this identity that backs yourself to succeed, that goes, yes, I can do this. I'm able for this. A couple of the people, I was just thinking about Melissa, did a wonderful testimonial for me the other day. Melissa made the biggest change in her life. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's an incredible story. She was in the middle of doing her tape. She sent it in and they wrote back and said, the casting people said no. And she went, oh God, devastated, having done all this. They said, no, we want you for a bigger part. Because they had seen her the way that her identity was at a certain point. And then when you shift the identity, she went in and upgraded everything that she was doing. And that's what happened. That's the change that made the difference, the identity shift. So, 2 things. On here, where is it? I can never do this. It's always backwards. See that there? You can see the video series that I've got out at the moment, nickdunning.com/training. And if you've got any questions about Activate, which is starting up on the 18th, then do drop me a line, peakactors@me.com, or you can get to me on the website here or on the Facebook page, wherever. I'm always in, and because I've got my phone. And it will be great to answer any questions. I'm also going to do a kind of live tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on Friday, the 8th of October. And if you've got any questions, come and meet me, come and say hi, have a chat, talk about it, and we'll chat things through. So take care, guys. See you soon, and all the best. Bye now. God bless. Bye-bye.